It's still got to be pretty high.
This is the game we were expecting to see, you know, right at the end of the open bracket, and I still expect to see right at the end of the open bracket.
These are two teams we fully expect to see in the championship bracket as well.
And like I said, I'm kind of looking. I mean, the other players to maybe talk about maybe Burns. I mean, Burns for me is going to be trying to run that objective as much as possible, relying on Study to get his cuts.
I mean, smoke grenades made it through as well, so that could definitely aid, you know, getting a pull out and cutting off those lines of sights from the assault rifle players.
And like I said, the great thing about this, I mean, the one thing I would kind of like to see maybe going forward is what these teams' classes are. We only see it when we actually go in the game. So there is so much, the pick and ban system is so influential in Call of Duty now because of the way it can actually change these games play. I also like the fact that there's like 90 seconds of teams kind of configuring stuff, and it's a strategy almost like, right, what can we build out of this? What do we have to build? What can we build? Is there anything we can use to throw them off?
I mean, when you talk about like team composition, you got to make sure that you have all the tools available for you. Like you always need like a backup EMP class. You need some TAC mask classes, and I really think this is one
especially with the protection on, I think it was concussion.
Yeah, this is one of the toughest pick 10 class systems I've ever seen in Call of Duty. Like even when I'm building my own classes at home, I have such a tough time of choosing what I want to use just because I want to use everything. I want to have flak jacket. I want to have TAC mask. I want to have blast suppressor.
It's almost like you set up a few default classes. Like you make sure you've got at least an EMP. Like you just double your class up. Make sure you put an EMP on that one. Make sure you got to put a TAC mask on that one. Then you go, well, is there anything now I need to kind of put them on the defensive? Is something that I can use to actually put them back? And I think that's great. It's also one of the reasons, like, I think coaches are going to come more in, and I think teams are going to have more interaction internally.
I would say maybe more analysts coming into play.
Yeah, well, I think that's a great idea as well, especially like when you have this relationship with the teams, that you can build on that and speak to them. You know, what are you doing? What is your thoughts? Because sometimes what they're thinking is what teams think differently. Like, oh, we can deal with him running, you know, double tacticals, but we really dislike the fact that they keep using this purifier. So, in fact, we've got to ban that out. We've got to make sure that we're okay with it.
Especially with theater being into the game, it's so easy to watch your opponents kind of film and study up on them.
Right, well, let's jump into this game now. Straight on board with Burns. Burns looking for that first ball. He's going to be able to pick it up as well. He's one of the players we kind of gave a little nod to in the pre-pick and ban there. Now, Burns now playing a little bit cautious. And you actually see there is a player already going to be on that flag. It's going to be Apathy. Apathy will be looking to clean this one out. And he does manage to get it there, picks it. Problem is he took quite a while to actually get that pick now, so he's going to have to be careful.
Does he check his corner? Nope.
No, I think he's going to go down, unfortunately. Study managed to pick up a kill there, just kind of camping right at the back, making sure nobody can sneak round. And this is very typical of what we do see on Capture the Flag these days.
I mean, it's always better to just
Did he see that? I don't
play safe. Make sure your base is clear. Make sure you have all the lanes clear. Check all your corners. Because the last thing you want to do is give up a flag cap because you forgot to check your corner, right?
It's like the old saying, prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
It's easier to prevent people getting your flag than it is to try and chase it down. All right, obviously you see now, accuracy playing a little bit slow, looking for this. You see right now, Cloud9 on the defensive. Sinful's going to have to try and make this one. No, Apathy comes in. Apathy will now pull this one away. No, not able to get it away there. And Study's going to try and do something. Is he going to pull this one again? Does have the VMP out now.
He could get out with this one too.
He can.
As long as his teammates get the cutoffs, this is going to be a flag cap.
Unfortunately, they haven't. They don't have full cutoffs for him. He is being chased down. You can already see players coming up. It's going to be Apathy to try and protect Study. Study should
he's coming along the wall run behind him.
He is going for that. Study might be able to get away
Apathy with the cut, man. That was a huge kill from Apathy. This is going to be the first flag on the board for Team Liquid.
You know what? A great run by Study there to kind of just keep going and rely on his teammates to cover his back. However, Burns is now down. This flag could be pulled away. Can he manage to do it? Manage to pick up one. Stays alive as well. That will help out so much. He definitely needed to drop just a little bit slow there. That flag has now been picked up again. No, isn't it? It's down, and it will be returned.
Yeah, good hold by Team Liquid, but talk about having trust in your teammate, man.
Yeah. Study didn't even flinch.
Yeah.
He didn't even worry about it.
He just kept on running. He's like, oh, Apathy's got my back. I'm safe. I got this.
Actually gets that pre-aim there, looking for it. Will go down to Merc, though. Manages to get him right back. Killer comes through. Cleans up that trade. Killer now looking to make a move. Here. No, is going to go down, and he could have used it. I think the only reason he probably didn't use it in that scenario is he didn't have anybody to kind of push with him. If he had someone with him, that would have made a great force multiplier.
All right, so Cloud9 have a decent opportunity to maintain some map control and kind of push out the lanes. They could overextend all the way towards the right side of the map through Kitchen as Sinful, trying to make plays happen over near the Liquid base, but where are his teammates? So far away. Well, Definitely think he should have waited before he pushed.
It was kind of crazy, especially just bursting out of mid there. If he was on a flank, then maybe you could push. But to just push on your own through middle, you're kind of hoping that the players are where you want them to be.
I mean, look, everybody wants to be the hero, like the saving grace for your team, but it's definitely more consistent to push with your team. Solid shots from Killer, by the way. He picks off Merc. Kinetic Armor's going to get popped. He's shot in his back. Alive. Khalifa trying to help him out there. The heat wave coming in. Burns shuts down Killer. Liquid, once again, a nice defensive hold.
Yeah, they clutch up. You can actually see another kill going down there. It's going to be Khalifa. Let's jump on board with him. Khalifa now on the flank here. This is a dangerous position. They really need to clean him up.
Yeah, he's getting flanked out right now.
He's going to go down. Liquid again with a good hold. They are managing to just hold this off. There's a lot more pressure from Cloud9, bearing in mind they are 1-0 down.
But you see 2 Liquid players overextending, and there's nobody from Cloud9 at their base.
It does rely that Apathy's going to have to be the man to hold this one down, if they realize that, of course. You can see who's that hiding there. It's Killer. Killer trying to play a little bit sneaky. Goes up against Apathy. Neither of them coming out on top of that gunfight. Both backing off, and that flag will actually be put away. Merc has managed to get it, but he is heavily tagged up.
There's one
Challenging coming in. No, not able to get that one. Actually shuts him down before they can make anything of that play. Killer also getting another kill. Looks like he might go on a push here. Has unfortunately got a player behind him. It's going to be Bunsby. He's going to use that HCXD to push. Where is the rest of his teammates? Now actually taking map control, clearing the lanes as well.
Yeah, he's getting so much information with his HCXD, and you see the player pushing up left towards the top AC because the HCXD cleared out that entire lane, but
gonna go down here.
That play from Liquid going on the overextension, it kind of slowed the game down a little bit. Forced Cloud9 to rotate back, make sure their base was clear, and now both teams kind of back to where we just were as Cloud9 pushing for that Liquid flag.
And you see Liquid have just kind of hunkered up here, refusing. It's only Khalifa and Studdy. Studdy just slaps them all down.
Studdy's going off, man.
Got his scythe as well here. Studdy has just sat at the back, has refused to move out of there, and he is holding it down for his squad. 12-4 now. Can Cloud9 break this deadlock? You see now they've all rotated back, and it's clever. They have actually predicted this. It's going to be Appy. He's going to go for a wild one here. Can he make something of this?
He definitely can. Stun grenade's going out towards that mid-cut.
This is going to be
there are
super
2 players in front of him.
Surely he can't make this.
Oh, he pops kinetic armor. He's going to find one turnaround kick at the second. Sinful able to shut him down, but in the end, Liquid, they're going to maintain this 1-0 lead as Khalifa. He's forced to kind of bring out this Annihilator and see if he can make something happen with it. Nope, immediately shut down.
Now you actually see they're looking for the double overextend again here, and this is probably just to say, even if they pull our flag, we can at least pull theirs, but we'll get shut down, and we will not see any other flags pulled and capped here in this game. And Revan, to be honest with you, I think it's actually a great play from Liquid. They were under pressure for the majority of that. Occasionally, they would force Cloud9 to adapt by sending someone around the side. And that meant that although they were pushing, and sometimes they had full setup, they were ready to go in.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't move simply because of players like Studdy holding
you can't let your flag get pulled for free, so you got to rotate back. You got to make sure your base is clear before you push up. Like, that's the #1 priority in CTF, is making sure the other team cannot get a touch on your flag. But great stuff so far from Team Liquid. Studdy, he had one heck of a half, man, leading Team Liquid to that 1-0 lead. Well,
you got to think of the amount of times that Cloud9 tried to make a play. Like, they continuously
so many times.
pushed. Yeah.
It's just like, you know, they would pop kinetic armor with nobody around, or they would use that HCXD, and they would try to make these individual pushes. If Cloud9 was able to kind of set up and push as a team, they might have found some more success.
Now I'm going to jump on board with actually, but I do want to watch Killer more this half. I think he made a few very crucial plays there. He was playing very smart, trying to just make forward and pick his way forward. And already see a lot more aggression actually go on. It's going to be Apathy again.
He's going to find his player.
And that smoke may have just thrown him off a little bit. Tries about one off the wall. Sees there's going to be attack masking play. Knowing he doesn't really have the advantage now because of that. Apathy's going to be deep in the spawn. Has managed to pick that one up. Flag has actually been pulled though. Sinful will pull for Cloud9. And he is going to have a teammate with him. It's accuracy going to be with him, but that flag should be pulled at the same time. No! Killer comes in with a 2-piece. Sinful now should have an almost ham straight. He is going to be able to get this one home. It was cleaned up. Killer, stop that counterpull. It's now 1-1.
Killer making some big plays for his team, allowing Sinful the time he needs to run that flag.
Yeah, and you can see Liquid a little bit worried of this now. They've all rotated back. They're not taking any more chances. No, accuracy punishes them for it.
Yeah, no flak jacket on Burns. Immediately going to get blown up by that H60. So Studdy, he's going to back up. He's got the scythe to use if he kind of needs to bring it out and play some base defense.
Apathy going for once again. Now, this is a little bit more difficult this side for Studdy to place him because of the angles you can actually get to kind of hide. And he's actually going to have to cut back because one of his teammates has gone down. And he's got 2 players to go against him. Can Studdy hold this one down? Goes for one. Looks for the second one as well. He's going to just map them out. Studdy completely shuts down the push from Cloud9. And that's probably the reason Cloud9 have been doing so well in this match is just his defense.
You know, Liquid have really slowed their game down. On the other side, they were kind of just forced back into their base. But on this side, it seems like they're just kind of okay with being stuck back there and kind of relying on maybe Burns to overextend off respawn. As 3 go down for Cloud9, this is going to allow Liquid to take some map control.
It is. I think Khalifa's not going to get a kill, though.
He could sneak through.
He could. Apathy continuously does this. He's so aggressive, it causes problems for Cloud9 all over the map. Now, can he be sneaky?
Killer fell off the map.
Oh, Killer has fallen off the map. That could be dangerous here. And now this is the issue for him.
Oh, he knows there's someone back here.
Oh, unfortunately, that glass may have given him away. A little bit more of a push here. You're going to see Stud go back again, looking for that defense. Burns is going to come around the side, but the Cloud9 are tailing up. It's going to be very difficult for him. If Burns goes down, this push will be dead in the water. So unfortunately, Merc goes down. They've both gone down. There's going to be no good push there from Liquid. It's now on a Cloud9, and Cloud9 are going to be looking to take map control.
I mean, you could clearly see how Cloud9 are approaching the CTF. They're making sure that they have all the players accounted for before they feel comfortable enough to push up on the map and fight for map control. And every time they seem to push forward, they're met with Study's M8.
Yeah, Study is the rock that will not be moved on this map so far. Khalifa again picking up another kill here. Got one earlier in the same position. Oh, he's looking for that second one as well, but no, will go down at the same time. You already see, like, Merc is going very, very aggressive here. Liquid are looking for that singular push. He is managing to get one. Can he get a second one? No. Shoots his toes off.
Yeah, but it's Burns here. Maybe to follow this push up. Has Heat Wave, but nobody here to really follow it up. So this would be a very individual push. Don't expect him to use it here.
Yeah, I think this is he's going to wait.
He has 2 smoke grenades, so he could cut off these lines of sight and maybe try to sneak it through. But Cloud9, they definitely know Burns is around this area.
He can't really do an awful lot. He's going to try to get a kill and dip away again, or he's going to wait for his teammates. Now, he has actually been seen here. He is going to go down. Like I said, for Burns, that was a no-win scenario. He had nobody near him. He had no options. It was a simply try to get a trade or try to cause a nuisance of yourself.
I really want to see when Study's going to take out his scythe. Is he going to try to use it to kind of ignite an offensive push or keep it for a defensive play? But he's been saving it for quite some time. Maybe just hasn't had a good opportunity for him to take it out.
I think he just trusts his M8 more. He's more comfortable with that M8. And
he's shredding with it. So.
Yeah. Doesn't want to let that one go. If you're playing well with a gun, a scythe as good as it is, it does have its limitations.
Killer can make something happen here.
I mean, Killer's been doing very similar all game. You actually saw him do this on the other half. Push forward, look for a pick and try to get through. Will actually be taken out by the heat wave.
All right, so Burns choosing to pop his heat wave there. At least he's getting some use out of it. But Sin, he earns his camo, pops it there, and he gets absolutely no use from that camo accuracy. He's just, making some s'mores back here, watching his flag. Khalifa putting some pressure back on the Liquid flag.
So difficult for either team to break this deadlock.
Yeah, this game has really slowed down since the
2 flanks actually just passed each other. Killer and Merc just literally like.
Killer's going to get spotted here, though. Actually, did that player see him? Yeah. I think Killer got around.
Let's have a look on Killer. Merc's doing a similar thing, so we have to keep an eye on it. Killer will pick up one. Can he get through? Who is it? It's going to be Burns to come through.
He just has no one to follow this up, right?
Merc's not doing the same thing the other side. He doesn't. But Merc's in the same boat.
Yeah.
So Merc has to make a move. Merc will go down, so it's now Killer left alone. Can Killer pull off a god play here? Nope. He is going to go down as well. Neither side able to break this deadlock finally on this. And it looks like it might be Study to make the last play. Now the scythe comes out. Last chance hero. Can he make something of this? I'm not even sure he can get it home right now because there's so many players in the way. Does pick up 2. Going to look for that third as well. He's going to pick that one up as well. Study picks down
Not enough
3.
time.
But no, I don't think
maybe if he had overdrive, but there's no way he's going to be able to put that in. But, going into overtime now, Apathy will have that kinetic armor to use. Study, he was able to earn, I think, an HCXD out of that, but nothing really too significant.
It's going to be frustrating as well for Study because he held on to it, and he kept holding on to it. And then when he finally used it, they got a flag away, but there's just no time.
Brings the question, what if he decides to use it a little bit earlier?
Well, I think it's like a risk versus reward thing, right? Obviously, Study was sitting there going, if I bring it out now and push with it and die, I've been the main guy shutting down all of Cloud9. And that's a massive risk to take.
And to be fair, he's been hitting his shots with the M8. He didn't really need to even bring out the scythe until he absolutely needed to.
But here we go. Overtime. Capture the flag. And also you see Study lining up for this one. You already see Apathy going straight forward. And it's going to be Killer again, going to be the aggressive for Cloud9. But is he going to cut back for this one? He is. Khalifa's going to be on the team. And Khalifa goes down. He had the Annihilator, and he goes down. But anyway.
Killer has to make something happen. He might pop
Apathy versus Killer. They've both got kinetic. They've both got it. He's looking for it as well. He managed to get one. He is going to try and dip away here. Apathy decided, I don't want any of this. He's now running for the home. He's going to go down. I think there was a side there from Accuracy. Actually had to use it. Burns now trying to come through. Not able to shut it down. Accuracy gets 2.
Oh, they have an opportunity here.
So massive now, Accuracy using this at clutch moment. He's going to pull this one away with the scythe as well. Is he going to be able to go down? No. Has managed to dip out here.
Is he going to get away with this?
I think he is. This is a massive play from Accuracy. Still running home. There's only maybe one
Sin
player
has to pick up this kill, and if Sin is able to shut down Apathy, this is a flag cap.
Apathy going for this one here, looking for the players. He is going to be able to pick this one up. Is he going to go down? No, tries to get the turn. Not quite able to now. This should one go home. Accuracy's going to put this one in, and he runs around the entire map to bring it home in 1 minute 3 from a scythe play to shut down the enemy team, to picking it up himself and running it all the way home.
A counter cap opportunity for Cloud9, and they capitalize on it. Accuracy with the scythe, able to make some plays happen, trusting his teammates to watch his back. Sin coming up big on the defensive end as they shut down that Liquid attempt for the return. So 1 minute and 3 seconds.
That's not a lot of time.
You think Liquid can do this?
I don't know.
Do they have any specialists to work with? They have a Heat Wave, they have a HC, almost an Annihilator.
Yeah. They've basically got to make this work in one. And they said they had a great opportunity the first time, but the Accuracy play comes in, and Apathy looks like he's going to go for a super massive flank. Study will go down.
He's going to get spotted.
I think he is going to get spotted. And now, can they make some of this? I mean, Apathy's going for a hero play.
Okay, so Apathy, no, it's going to be a tough play to make, but he's certainly in a position to make it. Smokes go out over the C9 flag. Apathy
he's got
going for the pull, but
surely. It's almost too much. Study's obviously just defended his flag again.
He got maybe one more push. Does Merc have his Annihilator?
We'll jump on forward. No, he's used it. Not able to use that to get any effect here, and it looks like Cloud9 may have just done enough. Cloud9 look like they've locked this one down. He's trying to get this one down. Khalifa Study takes him down. Last little push
They have an HC just hovering over their flag.
I think it's impossible. It's done. An amazing play there from Cloud9. Accuracy with a massive clutch to bring it home. It is going to be 1-1 between these two squads. What a ridiculous game of CTF. It went back, it went forth. You know, we had Study just holding it down for almost the majority. One small slip and they got away. And it wasn't to be. The counter cap is something you can't really defend against when your teammates start dropping the scythe kills.
I mean, normally you see the scythe used in a defensive manner. Accuracy showing otherwise there, just putting on a good display on how to use the scythe and that aggressive style of play. But now we're all tied up. One map apiece. We're going to map 3. It looks like it's going to be Breach, Search, and Destroy.
Wow. How does this